So anyhow, I am Tom.
I am Trey, and we are the Tom and Trey Show.
We actually are. So it's just that simple, right? What else is there? So none of this is foot switchable, but it is pretty easy to dial in something. Basically, there's something you're looking for. It's in here.
Yeah,
somewhere.
exactly.
It's Marshall-esque.
But to be clear, if you wanted something like this, you could make this amp with those foot switches, probably.
There's probably some of them you could. Some of them you could. Yeah, there's a way. There's a way. I just, I just pick my sound and play it. Ideally. I still like that, the less decision fatigue kind of thing and simplicity. But no, you could easily make these all switchable.
That's what I wondered. But if somebody really liked having it, on a 4-button foot switch or something.
Yeah, so you could do the voice switch on a foot switch, and you could make that cascading thing. You'd have to have the, this plugged into this input to do that. But
yeah, which you would need like an ABY box to do, probably.
Yeah, something. Yeah, there's a way. But
I was thinking about that when I played the Blues Breaker, because if you had an ABY box or an AB, they have those. That one has 4 actual inputs that you can switch, and then you could have, multiple channels dialed up. Basically, it seemed like when I played the Blues Breaker, when it was in the high channel, it was like the perfect rock sound, and then when I went to low channel, it was the perfect clean voicing.
Yeah.
And even in this, if I roll the volume back, that still sounds.
It's funny how, though, so many people will always say on a tube amp, "Oh, it cleans up really well." Well, you know what? I haven't heard one yet that doesn't clean up when you roll the signal back.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what they do. It's because you're giving less throttle to the engine. So
that's right.
But I do want to try, being as you did that clean stuff, I just want to put both. We're still in the Randy Rhoads mod, I call it, but I'll put them both at like 5 straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not going to be much volume because we really choked it back. But
do you want me to turn it up?
No, it's fine.
I don't know if it'll be enough to dial it in.
I have a 100-watt version as well that I did that too, that we'll display that on, because it's amazing when you're in that cascaded and you can use the treble and the normal channel and you can blend them to make, and they're not that they're running parallel, it's still running, but it's amazing the cleans you can get out of that.
I mean, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
So it's like,
when you hear that at volume, I'm telling you, it's really good. And the next amp I'm going to bring in actually is going to be that Marshall 2466, the vintage modern.
Yeah.
Because what they actually did with that, and we're going to have to A/B that one, because there's a mod I like to do to those, and I haven't done to my own, but I've done plenty of other ones.
Yeah.
And we got to do that. Shoot it out.
That'd be really cool. Yeah.
But they have what they call a body and a detail, which is almost it's like the treble channel and the normal channel, and they have that in the amp, and you can you can tweak those and get those higher highs or lower lows, warm sounds. It's really, that's why I said that's the best amp Marshall made in a long time, was that vintage modern.
Yeah, that's so cool.
It is a killer, super killer amp.
Yeah, it has so many.
That's what happens when you practice, right? So I got to tell you, I have this audition coming up. You know, last time we were together, last Thursday, was the first time I even picked up a guitar in over a month. And it's not that I test pickups. I have a certain thing I do. I have a test. I call it my test pawl.
Yeah.
I have a way to put the pickups in it without tearing the whole thing apart and then take them
that's cool.
So I test every one of them. But there's certain things I play, and I actually just do it on my lap and listen for certain sounds. Like, yep, it's good. They're in phase. They sound right.
Yeah.
And then I pull them out and package them. So I don't really sit and play. But now that I have this, I've committed myself to this playing. And
yeah, how's that? So I heard you got an audition thing going on.
I do, and well, luckily they just sent me the set list of all the stuff, and I need some structure right now. Is why I'm going after that.
Yeah.
But
we should start getting together more too.
We should. You're a busy guy, though, man.
Yeah.
So am I. Your way.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're here. I was telling a guy last night that I can't remember not your last student, but the dude, he wants me to do his guitar for him.
Yeah, Gary.
Gary, that's it.
Yeah.
And I told him, there's times we've been here at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know it.
So it was kind of cool. Yeah. But no, so I'm excited. It took about the holiday season and all that. They just sent me the whole set list yesterday of things. So it'll go good. Everything I looked at, I thought, I know what it is. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah. So I just got to get the mechanics back in me, and it won't take long to brush up.
Not at all, yeah.
So, but that's my fault. I just don't. I need a reason to play.
That's it.
So now I got a reason to play, and I'm going to make sure that I don't let somebody down.
Yeah,
it's how it is.
We actually always talk about it in the band too. You know, you have to book something because putting that on the list is what forces everybody in motion. When there's nothing on the list, everybody goes, well, I'll get to it then.
Yeah,
but they don't.
Right. And the last thing, I didn't mean to cut you off, I apologize.
Oh, no, it's good.
But the one thing that's inspired me to play, even though I didn't play in the last month or so, but was when I got the RK100. When that thing showed up, I played that a lot. I
can't wait.
That's a killer. That is a super killer.
That's a dream amp for me.
That is a really good amp. And it's because it's a Plexi. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a little smaller package, but it's got everything it's supposed to have.
I'm
nothing
so
that don't
excited
need.
to play that.
So that put the guitar back in my hands for a short period of time, but then the life's events took it out of it for a little bit.
Yeah, which I understand.
Good. Yeah. It's tough being a guy.
It is. It's tough. It is tough. So, we are fixers, and
we're trying to be.
It makes it tough.
It does make it tough. So who knows, man? But 2026 can't get here fast enough. So
I know. It's around the corner. We got a lot of cool stuff planned.
We do, man.
I am excited about it.
And actually, that guy Gary, I thought if he drops his guitar off, we ought to do the before sample with that guitar.
We can definitely.
And then I'll take it and make the pickups and make a harness and stuff for him. And then I think Cody can put the tuners. He wants to change tuners and everything.
Yeah.
And I really like Cody a lot. He's a super cool dude, man.
Yeah.
So I really do like that guy. And so I even told him, I said, that's the guy to use, man.
Yeah,
I said, I'll get you wired up and stuff, but he's a good dude.
He is a good dude.
So we'll get that guy, and then when it's done, we'll demo his guitar.
Yeah.
The before and after. But other than that, man, that's about all I got.
Yeah, I'm going to play through a little more.
Whatever you want to hear, man.
Yeah. Let's try, let me mess with this setting a little bit.
Okay.
I'm amazed at how good low volume, it's really low, and it still has that chiminess.
and that's because it's not choked back. I mean,
It's like full
it's
tilt,
running
right?
full. It's on full.
Wow.
So the phase inverter is doing it. It's working its tail off, and the preamp is slamming into it, and but having that real low output section, and it's funny because let's just talk to a guy about this. PAFs really shine on low gain, low volume. That's where they work.
Yeah.
And it's not when you crank them up or whatever. You put a PAF in a modern amp, you just missed the boat.
Yeah, exactly. It makes sense to me.
So,
yeah.
When you put it in something that's not deafening loud and a moderate gain at best,
Yeah,
that's where they come alive. So,
well, and I think there's a magic, as I've been. This has really made me grow a lot. It's just checking out all these different sounds, and you start to notice those lower gain sounds, even though in the room sometimes you have to work a little harder.
yes,
The magic that you get on playback is so substantially better. Even with that other amp we were messing with, like the growls of certain notes that normally would be gone
right.
in saturation land. And it's funny, I watched a video the other day. It was Marty Friedman.
Okay.
And he goes, I like to turn that gain knob is called the no chick knob. Because the moment you turn it up, all the chicks leave.
Okay. Yeah.
And I thought that was
That's
funny.
pretty funny. Yeah.
Because as you roll it back, it becomes more musical.
Well, here's what happens. This is your dynamic range. And the more gain you have, you do this. It's just all saturation, no dynamics. So
Yep.
I like this version.
Amen.
So,
Amen.
and like you said, you might have to work a little hard, but it's okay.
But it's really made me I'm playing so much right now, and I'm discovering different sounds that I never had under my fingers, just new voices.
Yeah.
And it's been such a reward because there's so many magical tones in there that I've been looking for my whole life and had no clue they were just these amps. It's just with a lot less gain.
Yes.
Like a lot of those AC/DC sounds in the room are almost clean.
Yeah.
They sound distorted, on playback, but they're clean.
Yeah.
It's bizarre. No more distorted than that for sure.
Yep.
That sound is so percussive.
Right.
Yeah. There's a magic.
That's where it's at. Yeah.
It's where it's at.
That's why Plexis are it for me, man.
That's why I got to get one. That's why I want to get that RK so bad.
Yeah, it's nothing. It's almost like you have to graduate backwards.
Yeah.
This is where it's at.
I never got to go through the zone because I went when I had started playing guitar. First of all, I played unplugged 90% of the time.
Right.
I didn't even have it. I didn't use amps except for when we went on stage.
Gotcha.
And I was on stage every couple of nights, so it wasn't that big of a deal.
Right.
But I just, whatever Bob had or whoever was there is what I played into. So sometimes he did like old Marshall. So there were times where he would have bluesbreaker combos and stuff. Right. And I just got stuck on whichever one he wasn't using.
Right.
And then there were other times where it was the Hot Rod Deluxes or Fender type amps, but we were hitting them with different pedals and stuff.
Right. That's fine.
I think we used the Tone Bone sometimes, which was like a rock Marshall-y kind of voice,
Yeah.
But as you grow, you keep going backwards. It's true. You start playing with less gain.
Yeah.
You start all those things that you're hunting for when you're a kid, like the saturated things.
Yeah.
Just don't sound cool anymore.
No. You got to graduate to Plexis. That's how it is.
Yeah.
And then beyond that, everybody should have a JTM 45.
Yeah.
Everybody should have one of those.
That was my favorite clean sound. Like one of the greatest clean sounds I've ever heard was that amp that day.
Yeah. So and that what separates that Bluesbreaker, the model 1962, is the Bluesbreaker. It just has a tremolo circuit. But any JTM 45 with KT 66s have just a great sound. They're not saturated. You can put them on 10, and that's the sound you get. That violin type fluty sound.
Amazing.
So and anything beyond that is
a couple boost pedals to hit it if you need it.
Yeah, right.
But it's all the magic in the world. So how it's going to be so cool to finally have one. I really can't wait to play that amp because that's a dream to have a Plexi and one built by Martin Kidd nonetheless.
Yeah. When I posted it, he put a love thing on it right away, which is cool.
Right?
Well, he should. He made it.
And
I'm a Plexi guy, so.
And that one he hand wired too.
Oh yeah, that's legit.
That's legit.
I haven't opened it up. I don't really have the need to, but I think it's just great. It does exactly what it's supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's at home with, has a lot of brothers at the house. We'll just say that.
Yeah.
And then there's another amp. This is a great amp, and I know we're talking a little bit, but so what?
Yeah.
I have an amp. So any version of Plexi I like. So there's a company that was in Spain, and they're called Big Tone, and ZZ played them for a bit, and that is, I'm anxious for you to try this amp.
I can't wait.
Because that one's a super killer too, and it's a Plexi, but then it's a hot rodded Plexi. It does a lot of things, and I just love it.
Yeah.
And they're hard to find.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. They're super rare, right?
Yeah. I don't think they made it. I don't know for sure, but I think when the Rona was around, I don't know if they made it through the other side of that or not. I don't know, but I do know they're, at least here, they're hard to get. And I was glad to get it. It's killer.
Amen. Yeah, as the RK was. That's a hard.
Yeah. There's only 20 of them, and that's the one at the house is number 18 in the whole
nuts,
world.
Right?
You know, so
I can't wait. That's all I can think about right now because I've always wanted a Plexi. So I just, my brain is on that amp. Of course.
And it's cool because it's just, I mean, it's smaller than this.
Yeah,
and this is a small box head.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, it's a smaller package. It could probably still fit in the overhead.
Wow.
Yeah, it's probably it would go through the gate, you know, the luggage thing. Does it fit? Yep. Take her with you.
Yeah.
So either way.
So real quick, the other thing I wanted to ask, the Randy Rhoads mod, is that kind of what Eddie used, or was it just?
No.
It wasn't.
No, so Eddie was strictly treble channel. Wow. But so there's a lot of, when we do the Eddie amp, we'll get into the Eddie stuff, but there's a lot of speculation. I mean, but when you listen to his isolated tracks, I mean, the same way, it has that perception that it's really gainy, but it's not. I bet it's really loud, but it's not really gainy.
Well, that's what they said about the Angus tones too. Like, it's really loud.
Yeah.
But it's not saturated as you think.
Yeah, they had a special thing they used. I heard the story. I can't remember how it goes, but they had something they had in the chain.
Wireless. It was a wireless.
Yeah, something that helped them, right.
I think it's that sound. So, you know, when you first started playing in here and you heard that slap?
Yeah.
That's what he had heard, because you play arenas, right? There's like a slap back.
Yeah.
From playing, you know, you hear like a delay kind of in those big halls.
Right, sure.
And it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And then when you take that away in the studio, you're like, wait a second.
I'm missing something, yeah.
And that's what it was.
And I really liked, Malcolm liked Black Flag Marshalls, which are cool.
Yeah.
They're super cool, man.
Yeah.
So they basically what that is, there's the JTMs is James and Terry Marshall. So JTM 45, and then he made a JTM 50.
Okay.
And then they changed the logo. So it's in a box, a black rectangle, and it says JTM. So they call that the Black Flag.
Okay.
So and then after that, they came with the JMPs, James Marshall products.
Very cool.
So yeah, the little logo differences or whatever. So, and they're kind of associated with the year of the amp. So Eric Johnson's another one.
He plays
Black Flags, man. That's what he wants. Yeah, he had a post on Facebook a few years ago. He was looking for something he had, must have blew up, and he was somewhere, and he's like, I need this amp or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's funny how they say, this is mine. I have to have this version of Marshall. Yeah.
I know I'm really falling in love with them. Like, there's just certain things. They just sound like records right away.
Well, the interesting part really is a good amp needs nothing else.
That's right. It doesn't need anything else. I don't need reverb or delay or...
Especially a good tube amp doesn't need that stuff. It's maybe nice. I mean, a guy like me likes it a little bit because it covers up my mistakes, they say. Yeah. But when these ring out, that's why I love hitting the G chord and the D chord on these things, because they just ring.
They're jangly.
They sound
exactly.
good.
Yeah, it's jangly, but it's also tight and percussive.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of a record, right?
Yeah, right, right.
Can I hear that Eddie sound one more time?
Go ahead, man. So that would be the channel he used, but also, you know, Billy Gibbons. I mean, look, all the classic rock was made on plexi.
It was.
The only
right?
guy that didn't was Ted Nugent. He used Fenders,
Which is so weird, actually.
It is.
That's so weird.
But
Because he was trying to get them to sound like Marshalls.
well, he had them cranked, and you'd see him on stage back in the day. He'd have stacks of these twins, you know, just stacks of them. It's so crazy.
Strange,
yeah,
right?
It is strange.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that
Even
I
when
can
I
think
saw him, he's playing customs, and I was like,
yeah,
that's just so strange.
You never know.
But I really think that was probably just endorsement deals, because those customs have a very English sound on the rock channel.
Yeah.
Like
okay.
You know, they're not Marshalls for sure.
Right.
But they're definitely saturated as all get out.
That's funny.
And they're not Fendery flubby.
Well, it's funny because you know, he's on Facebook, and actually he commented on one of my posts that made me feel pretty good.
Did he really?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. I actually
so
screenshotted it, Uncle Ted, you know. But
that's
he cool. Somebody made a comment about him playing Marshalls, and he wrote, "I never played Marshalls. I play Fenders." And it was pretty funny.
Prideful of it, yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, no, I waved the American red, white, and blue."
Yeah, well, and I do get it from that side.
I think that's where it comes from. You know, his dad was a Marine Corps drill sergeant back in the day, so he's definitely a disciplinarian.
Definitely, yeah.
And especially back in those days when they could actually hit you and stuff. So it's a different. But yeah,
it is crazy. You know. You know what I heard the other day that surprised me? It's a Fender was
V3 guy, you know, he's a Tweed Deluxe guy.
Yeah, and that did sound great like that. I was surprised how some of those riffs, like that's a heavy riff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Cinnamon Girl. It's funny. Hi Tim. Tim told me to build him a 5E3.
Really?
Yeah. So it'll happen.
Yeah.
But same reason, you know, because they do have a thick sound. So anybody that plays tweeds normally say you don't turn them up past 3 or 4.
Oh, I like them up there.
Yeah, well, I do too. But it's kind of funny, you know, that
I put mine on 7.
Yeah, right. Because you're looking for that dirt, you know.
I want that dirt. Yeah.
So it's interesting amp.
Yeah.
Real cool.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, that's about all I got.
Yeah, good stuff, Tom. This was a wonderful episode. And again, I just want everybody to know this is a Buzz Tone amp. So this is one of Tom's products. And what did you call it here? It's a stage 3, is that right?
Stage 3. Yeah, I call my plexis Megaplex.
Oh, that's a cool name. That's a cool name.
Yeah, man. So it's a Buzz Tone Megaplex because it does a lot more than just a plexi.
Exactly.
It has all the plexis in it.
I love the look of it. Yeah, I can't wait to go into these one day too.
Yeah, man, they're cool. So either way, and like I said, I've done the 50-watt versions of these with EL 34s as well as KT 66s and whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The power amps, the preamp section is pretty much. I like this preamp section with having the switchable voice switches as well as the. I call it the Randy Rhoads mod, but basically that's what everybody kind of calls it. But that cascading mod of having that switchable.
Yeah.
If you leave it on all the time, then you can't do the jumper thing.
Yeah.
You know? But if you have it so it's switchable, and if anybody wants to know how to do that, I'll tell you. It's not real hard.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah.
But that way you can have it as normal, and then you can also kick it into that mood.
Yeah, into that higher saturation mode.
Yeah. So it's cool stuff, man. But it's a good amp, and that gave me a reason to turn it on. It's been a long time since it's been on. So I actually brought it up slow on the Variac. Remember I told you about that? I brought it up slow. It's probably been a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years since it's been turned. This was the last time we had it here that time.
Yeah.
It's almost a year ago.
Yeah, it's been a little while now.
With Brady and Zach.
Zach. Yep.
Yeah.
Hello, Brady and Zach, both great guys.
They are cool, man. I really. I got some stuff for those guys. One of these days, I got to hook up with them again.
Oh, they're gonna love that.
Good, man.
They're so thankful. They've done so much with what you gave them already.
Good. That's what I want, man. That's the trick, everybody. Make sure you help out the younger generation. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. It's the whole gift of giving, and I'm into it.
Wow.
This was supposed to be a gift.
Yeah.
This guitar was going to be a gift.
That's such a cool guitar.
It was funny. But either way, man, it just, I don't know why, but it didn't work out.
Yeah.
So
it will eventually, right?
Well, it's ours now.
Yeah.
I mean, I bought it.
Yeah.
But I bought it with the intent to give it to a guy.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a crazy world. But besides that, I do have to do a shout out. Normally I wouldn't do this.
Yeah.
But Brian and Trish,
Yeah.
They watch us. I didn't know it, but I run into Brian, who I admire very much, and then he said, "Hey, I really like what you guys do."
Oh, that's
So yeah, it
fantastic.
was
Yeah.
cool.
Nice to meet y'all. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Well, are they local?
yes,
Yeah,
yes,
very
over in the
cool.
Crossroads area.
Awesome.
So it's cool stuff, but also all you sailors and soldiers and airmen and Marines, and now the Space Force guys. Thanks for
Yeah.
what you do. I really appreciate it, and we
A-
all actually appreciate it. Keep us rocking
Amen.
in the free world, right? So.
Amen. Mm-hmm.
So I got, brother, you want to play us out and lead us
Yeah,
out
let's
and tell
play us
everybody to have a
out.
great day, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll see you on the flip, because this probably won't come out till after Christmas,
That's
but
right.
it was recorded the week before.
That's right. Merry Christmas, y'all. Yeah.
And that was all on the Travel Channel.
Yeah. Which I love.
Yeah, man, right on.
Awesome,
Thanks,
Tom.
brother. You know,
We are the Tom and Trey Show. I am Trey.
and I'm Tom.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
That's it. See you
Yeah.
on the next year.
That's right.